talk about do something by changing your energy, by changing your frequency, by taking an action to feel yourself that you are already abundant right now, that you already have the money, that you already have the dream job or the promotion or the paycheck increase or the business that you are manifesting. Whatever abundance, whatever kind of form or shape or size of abundance you are manifesting that you want, how to feel it right now, how to feel into that vibe. I'm just going to talk about that because feeling is the secret, the feeling is the key, and a lot of the people are confused. How should I feel about it? What the abundance makes you feel? How can I feel about it? So I'm going to give you some examples to feel about it in this live. Let's dive in. If you enjoy this live, give it thumbs up, consider subscribing, turn on the bell notification so whenever I go live, you're going to get notified about it. I have a short mini course talking about manifesting, attracting abundance by doing what you love. I'm going to place the link of that video in the description. The link of that course in the description of this live. You can check it out along with the finance planner. Let's dive in. How to feel the vibe of abundance? Well, it's very simple and very easy than you can actually think of. You don't have to literally visualize. If you don't want to visualize, pick up any technique that makes you feel comfortable, that resonates with you. Sometimes I do daydreaming, I do visualizing by closing my eyes. Sometimes I do daydreaming by my eyes open. Sometimes I just lay down on the bed, take extra hour of nap just to make myself feel comfortable, to be in the zone, to feel the vibe of abundance. So whatever technique works for you, do it. So I'm not going to talk about any specific technique to do over here because every technique, every method, every strategy works because these are all the tools. The main thing is about you. If you do these things from the right energy, from the right frequency, from the right vibration, all these things work. But if you do these things from the wrong energy, from the wrong frequency, it's not going to work for you. That's like the key. So how to feel it is to actually have the environment around you that makes you feel abundant. Now that could be in the number of ways. If you have like the things around your house in your room that make yourself feel happy. Like for example, I love paintings. I love drawing. Now this is the one that I painted, and this is the acrylic and the watercolor medium. I love paintings. So if you love paintings, if you love drawings, if you love photographs, have them in your room. Have them in your place where you can see them more often as much as you can. Like your environment dictates a lot. Of course, when we talk about the manifestation, we say to ignore the 3D. Just ignore the 3D. Don't focus on the 3D. And I totally understand it. But sometimes when the things are on your face and you don't know how to ignore the 3D because it's triggering you, it making you feel in a certain way, then what you can do is to change the 3D. Like not just going out and telling people and convincing the situation to change. No, change the things in your room, in your house, wherever you are staying. Change the place, give the place a new look, hang the beautiful paintings. If you love the paintings, this is actually painted by me. If you love the paintings or something like that, hang the paintings on your wall. Change your room, the way it looks, give it a fresh look, change the things around the room, hang something beautiful pictures, beautiful photographs, beautiful paintings. So if you change the stuff around your room, around your home, the things will going to make you feel better and different. You're going to feel a different energy because sometimes people need to change their energy and frequency to feel abundant. And they do all the techniques, but nothing seems to work because you can only do the technique for 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, or an hour, and after you go back to your normal schedule, and when you go back to the schedule, you look at the 3D, then you start triggering you, responding to you started responding and react to it. What you could do differently is to actually change the surroundings in your house, in your room a little bit. I'm not telling you to buy expensive things if you don't have money, but I'm just telling you to change the things a little bit. If you can take a printout of a beautiful picture and hang it on your wall and that makes you feel abundant, to go and do that. Another thing is you can do is incorporate plants in your house. You can start having plants, or you can focus on the abundance that's there outside. Like I am currently living in the island. So in the island, naturally, there is beaches, there is waterfalls, there is rice fields, there is the abundance of the nature everywhere. And I love it. So I wake up and I focus on the abundance from the tree, from the plants, from the nature. That's the great example of the abundance. So if you can put more example of the abundance in your day-to-day life, it's going to make you feel rich. It's going to make you feel you're living a luxurious life. That's the exact feeling you need to have to manifest abundance, the money that you're looking for. That's the only secret. Like this feeling is a secret, and that's the only thing you got to do is to feel into it. Okay. So WATF said hello. Hello guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Thank you so much for tuning in this live. Today's topic for the live is we're talking about how to feel into the vibe of abundance. How to feel that you already have the money, that you want the things, it's already done. How to feel it, because when you feel it, you're gonna get it. That's how you manifest. So how to feel it without having to change the things in the 3D, without nothing changing much in the 3D. I'm just sharing the tips based on my own experience. The first tip that I share is to change the surroundings, or to change the environment in your room and house. If you can change a little bit, not to do it too much, a little bit, like hanging around the paintings or hanging around the small artworks, anything that makes you feel like good, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel aha, just do it. The second thing I talk about, having plants in your room or in your house if it is possible. If not, if you can be in the nature, that's an amazing, because nature is a great example of abundance. Other thing you can do is to focus on your breathing, and is to realize that there are abundance and plenty of oxygen in the air. We all need oxygen for our survival. That's like a just very basic primary need of human survival is the oxygen. We would die without our breath, right? And there is so much plenty of oxygen in the air, so you can feel the oxygen by breathing into it, by understanding it, and by focusing on it. Another way is you can dress like the abundance. You don't have to change your wardrobe and buy new clothes or accessories. No, you can change the things in your wardrobe by styling it different, by wearing different kinds of clothes, maybe different kinds of matching, by having different accessories. Like I love earrings, I love jewelry, so I incorporate jewelry. It makes me feel like abundance, it makes me feel like rich. So whatever kind of the things that you can do in your wardrobe, styling it a little bit different, dressing up a little bit different, showing up a little bit different, if you can do that, that's going to make you feel abundant. That's also another tip you can do. You can also have the different kinds of the clothing, or you can resize the clothing, make it fitting into different, give it a different shape, different size. Just play around with it to make yourself different, because when you change your energy and you take an action and make a different choices, it's going to definitely make you feel different, and that's going to be reciprocating and reflecting in your 3D, and the outside of you will going to change. That's like the key. For things to change, you got to feel into it, and to feel into it, you got to do the things different. You got to feel the energy, you got to feel the vibe, you got to change the energy. And changing the environment, changing your clothes is an amazing way. Another is to move your body. If you like dancing, have a dance class, or just play the music and dance in your home, in your house, whatever. If you like to walk on the street, you can walk on the street. Just change your energy by moving your body. Okay, Ruby Hasino, hi. Thank you so much. Yes, I can read your comment. Can you read my comment? Yes, I can read your comment. If you have any question, let me know. I'm just talking about how to feel into the manifestation, how to feel abundant, to attract the abundance in your life. That's what we are focusing on this channel, talking about the abundance that you deserve and desire. And there are some things that you could do, small little things, to feel abundant, because feeling is the key. Feeling is a secret. That's it's the game. Like being in the end state of wish fulfill is like the key, right? Let's dive in. So the third tip that I share is to change your wardrobe a little bit, to style it in a little different way. Maybe do a little bit of the makeup. Oh, I like your video. It's very cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking my videos. Thank you so much for commenting in my videos and liking it and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So if you can change your energy by moving your body, just dance a little bit if you like dancing, or go on a gym if you like to do the gymming. Go on a walk, hang out with your friends, meet the people, go meet the relatives. Like, move your body to change the energy. It's gonna make you feel good. Or maybe take a shower. Sometimes I take a shower and shower changes my energy and it makes me feel so good and so nice. Okay, I have subscribed. Don't worry. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. So that's what I'm talking is if you can change your energy by taking a shower, amazing. Go and do that. So I'm in the island right now. So when I wake up in the morning, I see the plants, I see the beautiful scenery, I see the beautiful nature. It makes me feel abundant. Wow, there is so much nature. There is so much oxygen. There is so much water, and I feel so much abundant. So anything that you can do to make yourself feel abundant, that's gonna be like a cherry on a cake top. So I talk about the 4 things that you can do. The first is to change your room a little bit, your environment a little bit. What country are you coming from? Okay, I'm coming from India, but I am in the Bali right now. I am in the Indonesia right now because I'm living in Indonesia. I love the Indonesia. I love Bali. So I'm here right now and I'm going live from Indonesia. That's why a lot of the people sign into my live video from Indonesia, and it's okay. Love to talk with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in my live. Anyways, so the first thing I talk about is to actually uh, change your room, change your environment a little bit if you can. The second thing I talk about is introducing plants or any kind of abundance in the form of a nature in your life. Maybe you can look at your garden, look at the nature, look at the sea. If you are living near the beach, amazing, look at the beach. Yes, I love Bali. I love it. I love it. I came from there and it's like became my second home and I love to be here. I love to see the people, love to have a different kind of food, different kind of culture. It's really nice, and also I love the island country. So that's the second tip that I talk about is being in the island is great to look at the abundance all the time. The third thing is I talk about changing your wardrobe, styling a little bit different, wearing a different clothes, feeling different a little bit, whatever you can do. Maybe you can do a makeup if you like it. The fourth thing that I talk about is I talk about changing your energy, moving your body, dancing. Okay. What do you like about Indonesia? Well, Indonesia, the first thing I like about is the nature. I love nature. I love it. Like it's very beautiful nature, very beautiful weather, the beaches, the rice fields, everything is so beautiful about the nature. The second thing I like about is the people. The people are very, like very compassionate, very kind, and very calm and peaceful vibe. Like you walk down the street and it's so peace and so calm and like it's like feeling good vibe. Have you ever been to Indonesia? Yes, I've been to Indonesia. Yes, I like those things. Okay, that's it for today's live. See you some other time and the next time. Bye bye.